Hey everyone, this is Vanessa Simpkins from TakeYourPowerBackNow.com, author of my latest book, Take Your Power Back Now, The Ultimate Confidence Guide to Women, where I teach you how to overcome your resistance to creating a life you love. And today I'm super excited because you get to pick up a copy of the book for free, absolutely free. It comes with a 30-day self-love challenge, a video guide to help you succeed in your relationships, in your business, in your personal relationships, help you take your power back and thrive. And if you go to takeyourpowerbacknow.com/book, you can pick up your copy today for free. And I'm super excited. In today's interview, I have a very special guest with me here, Stephanie Bavaro. Welcome, Stephanie.
Hi, hey everybody.
She is a phenomenal woman. If you have not heard about her yet, she is the CEO of GREATful Woman and GREATful Woman Talks. She is the, let me say this properly, otherwise she's going to spank me, #1 international best-selling author of GREATful Woman Talks. This is the first of many to come, and she is just a phenomenal women's empowerment leader. She has a wonderful business, she travels, and Stephanie and I connected over Facebook, had a wonderful chat, and we're just on the same page, wanting to empower, inspire women with our message, and so welcome, Stephanie, to the call today. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you. I sort of was hoping you'd mess it up so I could come to Hawaii and spank you. I don't know. I thought that gorgeous boyfriend of yours wouldn't really mind. We could get me a nice Hawaiian man.
Well, actually, I'm closer than Hawaii today. I'm coming to you guys live from Laguna Beach, California, and I think I'm just up the coast from you because I think you said you're in San Diego right now.
I'm moving to San Diego right now. I'm still in my condo outside of D.C. in McLean, Virginia, and it's just as soon as it sells, I'm just doing it in God's time, right? I'm eating the elephant one bite at a time. We're selling the condo now, and then when I know what the landscape is, I'm going to put stuff in storage, and I'm going to drive across America, just sort of meander down to like North Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans, San Antonio, Austin, up to Tucson, and it's over to San Diego for fun.
Wow. Well, I'm going to follow this road trip. I love road trips. I'm actually see it hard too, which is probably why we get along so well. And I want you to let people know, let the viewers know, how you got started into doing, GREATful Women Talks. I mean, you've interviewed some phenomenal people, but I also want to know, why you made, the first book of yours, why it's about giving from your overflow. And it starts with self-care. So talk to us a little bit about that as well.
Absolutely. So it didn't start that long ago. GREATful Woman only started March 2013, and it was when it started, I just knew that I was surrounded by all these amazing thought leaders and people. I thought, I want to play with others. I don't want to be by myself. And I remember really defiantly saying to my coach, Lisa Nichols, was at my house actually, which was super fun. And she's like, well, what do you want? And I went, you know what? I want to have a GREATful Woman as a viable business, and I want to be able to live in Italy with my boyfriend, and And I said it like a little 5-year-old. She's like, great, let's do that. I'm like, what? I had no idea that all of this was available to me, and I had made the decision I couldn't have it. So how many of us make this decision that we can't have something because we don't know how. So we think because we don't know how, we think we can't have it. And the minute, literally, all she had to do was go, great, my mind just completely opened up. And I'm like, how do we do it? How do we do it? And Nicole Roberts-Jones actually said, have you thought about doing a telesummit? I'm so new to infopreneuring, I'm like, I don't even know what that is. They said it's when it's like a summit of people come together and you talk about stuff. And I'm like, oh, I love that idea. And I was blessed to not have an idea of what telesummits were like, because there are a lot of not great ones there, and I just went into it, and I created the telesummit that I tell people, the telesummit that I would want to attend, that I would want to be a speaker at, that I would want to invest in, and so it became such a phenomenal hit that everybody said, people said, I want to be interviewed. They said, like Christine Closer, who creates one of the best telesummits, a transformational offer experience, I'm working with her to up-level hers because she said it was the best run telesummit she's been part of. So all of that came out of telesummit. I even now coach women on telesummit success. So a tip for your people, Vanessa, listen to what people want. Everybody told me what they wanted. They said, I don't want Grateful Woman Talks to be a one-time thing. So it's now a membership site, and I've interviewed like 70 people. And they said, I want to know how to do a telesummit at your level, the level you did, because your results. I grew my list from 70 to almost 3,000 in 6 weeks.
So look at this. This is a beautiful story right here because, you know, clearly you, and I love how it starts because it starts with a decision, and I talk about that in my book. You know, all of life, your power is really in your ability to decide, to make a new decision, and it really is as simple as that. And here this woman, Lisa Nichols, in your living room gives you permission to say yes.
Right.
To this new business. And there's another theory that I have, it's called my decide, commit, expand, and it's a recipe for, you know, unraveling in God's mission for your life. And it's scary, but you know, you beautifully you know, demonstrate that you had this permission. Now you decided, okay, I'm going to make Grateful Woman Talks a brand, like a household brand, and boom, you committed to doing this telesummit. It was a huge hit, and now you're helping women, you know, host their own telesummits and play at a much like higher level and up-leveling their business and their lives, and the expansion that's come from that, which is just beautiful. So do you have a tip for women, I mean, who might be in that stuck place? You know, when I'm thinking back to, you know, where you were before you had this big transformation in your business, before you know, you had the best-selling book, before you had, you know, this business inspiring, empowering people with talks. What could you share with listeners, you know, a process or a mindset shift or a tip to help them from, you know, from where they are right now? Maybe it is in that scary place or in that, you know, space of uncertainty, or that place where they think, you know, because I don't know how, you know, I can't have it. What can you share with them about, you know, to help them move in a more empowered place where they can start making these changes?
What absolutely came to me the minute you said that applies in my personal life, in my professional life, and it may seem scary, and yet this is absolutely what I would say, is that if I apologize if you hear any phones in the background, I'm very popular. No, I'm just kidding. It's this, like I'm was and am a very, very, very successful, financially successful business consultant, business leadership consultant. And there was this moment when I went, I'm willing to have no money come in, like, or little money or much less money come in for the chance to serve at a place that fulfills my heart. When I was married to my husband, it was really just a friendship. And there was this moment that I thought, I'm willing to never have another partner for the opportunity to find true love. And so I think there's this moment that we have to be willing to have less comfort, right? Everything's outside our comfort zone. Maybe less comfort, maybe less money, maybe less whatever it is, to be able to just say, for the possibility of what we truly believe is our higher calling, or something more that we want. Like, I knew that love, that in that marriage, it was not enough, and I was willing to risk not finding any love again in my whole life to not stay with that.
I love this. Huge point. You must be willing to pay the price to get the payoff. And it's more than that. I talked about this as a chapter in my book about how, you know, in order to open a new door, you have to be willing to close one first, right? Wow. Close the door that does not serve you. You know, close that energetic loop or that leak or that whatever that is, that place that you're giving attention to be able to now open up to something new. And I love that. You know, you talked about the words that you use, the chance to serve at a place that fulfills my heart. I really believe in intentions, and words, you know, carry power. A chance to serve at a place that fulfills my heart. That's beautiful.
Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I want everyone to remember that there'll be the idea of closing the door to allow, like, the expression I always heard is, nobody can enter your living room if somebody's standing in the hallway. Mm-hmm. You know, if you're sort of half in something and you're like, well, I know it, or it's comfortable, or it sort of serves me, and I don't really, you can't allow anybody truly into your living room, into your heart, into the true expanse of your life if there's somebody blocking the doorway. You know?
Right. If there's already something occupying that. And wouldn't you say that, you know, most of the time that women don't close that door, it's because of fear, right? Fear that maybe they don't deserve it, or they can't have it, or they're not good enough.
We don't know what else it is. This is a known. I already know this. I mean, my husband, my ex-husband, sweet guy, like really nice guy, like would never have hurt me, would have never cheated on me, was financially responsible. And for a lot of women, they're like, done. That was but the point I also was trying to make was sometimes closing that door is going to be easy. Like sometimes it's going to be, I don't want that anymore. I want this healthier body, or I want this new relationship. Sometimes it's going to be very, very hard, and yet you know in your heart that it's true. And that's what happened to me and my partner of 5 years. He's Italian, and literally, till we die, we will love each other. This love, from the moment we met, was just this, you knew we knew each other before. I don't know if you ever believe in previous life, but we knew each other, and it was never a question of love. It was just a question of, would all of the factors around each of our lives allow us to be together? And finally, after 5 years, we had to say, it can't. And that was the hardest door. Like, I'm still shutting that door. Every day, I'm still shutting that door. See, I'm still in it, you guys. Sometimes we're still in it. And I'm trying to share and I'm in such a place of joy and hope, and I'm grateful for everything. But sometimes we have to be willing to do that, because I could have kept him. I could have, number one, closed a part of my heart and my life and serving in Grateful Woman, and gone and been by his side.
Yeah, and it's so beautiful, even if it's emotional. And I just want to thank you for your courage and for being vulnerable here and sharing with us your tender heart in these real places, because
it is tender.
Yeah, it is tender, and it takes a lot of courage to walk this walk. I say it's not convenient to show up and say yes to God. It is not convenient. Whoever said it's going to be convenient was a liar. And it's tempting. It's tempting to kind of just say, well, burn the house, I'm going to have this, even though I know it's not, my full potential. It's, constantly, how do you honor yourself and constantly show up and say yes to the next evolution of you, which, I think is really like this fire hose of grace, this God coming through, the next, and it can be difficult, and to learn how to be, tender and careful with those places, and to not, I coach a lot of women about business, making money, overcoming the resistance to being visible, to putting offers, to getting it clear, and a lot of it has to do with even just the permission, and the permission to not have it all figured out before you get out there, and
the big one, all you perfectionists, raise your hands, woo!
Yeah.
It's so true.
And it's the same thing with relationships,
What is it? Having one published book, right, beats having 10 perfect unpublished books. Just get it out there. And that is about giving from your overflow starts with self-care. As women, it's also hard for us to choose ourselves. Like, even in the relationship, it's funny because the fairy tales tell us, well, love conquers all. No. Right? In the let's leave that in the movies, and that we can separate. Like, again, I go back to Lisa, but one of the things that she taught me was this idea of relationships. You don't break up. Sometimes you're just complete. And in society, it seems like the people who stay together, even if they stay together in a very toxic relationship, that's a successful relationship. And the ones who part, even from the most loving place, that is somehow a failure. And we have to change mindsets on that. Same with around business and around money. And when I talk about Grateful Woman, I talk about confidence, joy, and success on your terms. We need to be really clear about what our terms are. For Grateful Woman, maybe I'm meant to serve millions. I thought maybe I was meant to serve 17 women in the Amalfi Coast. Whatever God's intention is for me, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, that is where I just try to stay open to, what's next. But we need to start with knowing what we want and being willing to unapologetically state it and step into it.
Show up and say yes and own it. I'm 6'2" and I wear high heels.
That's so hot. Are you really?
I wear high heels. I got some 5-inch heels. I can show you these, okay? And I've loved wearing heels my whole life. And people see me and they're like, oh my God, you're so tall. Do you have to wear high heels? And I'm like, listen, does the Dalai Lama have to meditate? No. Why does he do it? Because he likes it. So it's about this like owning it, and you're right, it takes courage, to show up and own it. And I love what you meant. I love the idea that you brought up about, relationships being complete. And I think that really is a marker of success. And when I look at, successful entrepreneurs, I study them. It's people who are not afraid to create life by their design. I call it like creating life by your design, right? Life on your terms, you said, confident life on your terms. And it takes, I think, a tremendous amount of courage, of risk taking, right? Jumping, flying, leaping into the unknown with both feet. And that source, coming to the trust that source will always catch you. Today, I am talking with the wonderful and amazing Stephanie Bavaro, the #1 international best-selling author of the book Grateful Woman Talks, volume #1. There are many more to come. And she's also the host of a phenomenal ongoing Tell Us Someone interview process, a series called The Grateful Woman Talks. And you can find out more about her tell us your website, Stephanie.
Well, I really want, I think a lot of the people who are listening are women. I really want them to go to Grateful Woman Talks. It's GW Talks. I made it really easy. It's also Grateful Woman Talks. You can also go to gratefulwoman.com/connect. But gwtalks.com, that, to me right now, that's where I'm playing the most. That I do individual coaching. I do Telesummit Success. You can look for that. But right now, I love the Grateful Woman Talks, and there are free spotlight speakers that we're rotating. So we didn't abandon Telesummit, but now it's sort of a membership site, but it's all free. It's all free. You can upgrade if you want to own stuff, but really, for me, it's always been critical that there's always stuff that's available for free. So gwtalks.com.
And where can we find you on Facebook and Twitter and all these other yummy places?
So everywhere, I'm Grateful Woman. And now look how we spell grateful. GREATful, because we want a life that is great and full. So it's Grateful Woman. I'm Grateful Woman on Twitter, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. And in Facebook, it's facebook.com/GWTalks is the fan page. I'm Stephanie B on Facebook and LinkedIn. But you can find me. Honestly, if you just go to gratefulwoman.com/connect. Look, do you like my business card? Isn't that fun?
That's beautiful. It was a beautiful shot, too. I love that. I love the
color. That picture's good. That was we love good photographers.
We love taking pictures.
gratefulwoman.com/connect, and links to everything is there, including like my Grateful gear. Look at me. So I'm just trying to tell women, expand your mind about if you love your brand, wear it. Look, I'm wearing it on my chest. You guys can't see it. Look, I'm wearing it on my chest. I got it on my thing. Whatever it is that you want to do, just have fun with it, however you want to express it.
Beautiful. You have shared with us so many amazing tips, folks. The fantastic and beautiful and wonderful Stephanie Bavaro from Grateful Woman Talks. Thank you for being here and taking the time to share with us some of these mindset tips, mindset shifts. It really starts with mindset. Before you can actually show up and take action of something, you have to get rid of the resistance. You have to show up and say yes. You have to be willing to get into action. And so super grateful that you're here with us, inspiring more women to really shine and step out there and own it. And through the power of decision, bring their dreams to reality. You're a beautiful inspiration to all of the women that are out there, and I thank you for the amazing work that you're doing, Stephanie. And if you've enjoyed this interview and you want to get a little bit down and deeper with me, I do encourage you to pick up a copy of my book, Take Your Power Back Now. It is all about how to overcome your inner resistance, the fear, the doubt, the mind, the worry that holds you back from creating a life you love. I think it's the ultimate confidence guide for women. And when you get your copy today at takeyourpowerbacknow.com/book, you'll also get access to the 30-day self-love challenge, which is actually where Stephanie and I met. It's a series of 30
book. I mean, the price is right. The information is incredible. And remember, we can't think our way into a new way of acting. We have to act our way into a new way of thinking. So take that action and get that book.
Thank you, Stephanie. So yes, take your power back now. I love you all. I thank you for showing up and spending time with us here on the video. And I love you too, Stephanie. Thank you for your time. And I'll talk to you guys real soon. Aloha.